Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Ito po si Sas Rogando Sasot, ang inyo pong favorite na tagalista ng Noisy. Maaaring pakishare po muna ang video na ito dahil napakahalaga ang ating tatalakayin ngayong hapon na ito nang makita ninyo ang full extent ng ginagawa nilang pang-aabuso ng kanilang kapangyarihan. So, pakishare na lang po muna. Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Matindi po ang ating tatalakayin ngayon dahil panahon na para tayo ay sama-samang sumigaw ng tama na, sobra na, itigil nyo na yan, tapusin na ang bulok na sistemang ito. Ayan. Pakishare po muna. Maraming salamat sa mga kaka-tune in pa lang. Pakishare po. Mahalaga po itong dapat nating pag-usapan dahil hindi na ito normal, hindi na ito naaayon sa ating saligang batas at higit sa lahat, ito ay malinaw na pagtatakip sa tunay na dapat na ikulong ng House of Representatives. Pakishare po muna ang ating live. At sandali lang. Para malaman ng lahat. Okay? So ito na ang ating gagawin. Alam niyo naman po ang mga nangyayari sa ating lipunan ngayon. Nakita niyo na po ang kanilang ginawa kay dating Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte. Kahit ano po, babaliin po nila ang batas para po masunod ang kanilang gusto. And clearly, that's what they are trying to do right now with the vocal supporters of President Duterte. Ayan. Ano po ang ating sinasambit dito? Ito na naman po ang papakita ko lang ang balita at makikita niyo talaga ang sabwatan dito ng media, no? At ng mga hunghang na ito. Okay. So ito ngayon, sunod-sunod silang nagbalita. Ito, News 5. Sabi ng News 5, possible ipasight in contempt at i-detain ng Tri-Committee ng House of Representatives si Trixie Cruz Angeles, ang dating kalihim ng Presidential Communication Office, at 10 vloggers dahil sa patuloy na hindi pagsipot sa mga pagdinig ukol sa fake news at disinformation. So, isa po ako ditong pinangalanan. So Crisette is there, Lorraine, Jeffrey Celis, Joey Cruz, Ethel Pineda, Mark Lopez, Richard Mata, Aaron Peña, Mary Jane Kiambao, and of course, ako. And Representative Dan Fernandez said, this information is a national security issue. It erodes public trust, destabilizes institutions, and manipulates democratic discourse. That's what House of Representative Dan Fernandez say, that this information is a national security issue. Keep that in mind, that this information is a national security issue. Okay, and then, nagbalita din ng PTV4. Okay? PTV4. At ito naman ang kanilang sinabi. Okay. Right. So, sabi ng PTV4, our government press-controlled media, the House Tri-Committee announced today, March 19, that it will hold its third public hearing on Friday, March 21, to address the growing threat of online disinformation and fake news. A total of 11 social media personalities, vloggers, including former Communications Secretary Trixie Cruz Angeles, face possible contempt and detention if they continue to ignore the probe. Okay. So, isa ako sa mga na-invite dito, paulit-ulit. Okay? Paulit-ulit. And I'm gonna show you the communications I had with them since the first time that they invited us in February. Gonna show you. Okay. Um, I hope that you could see this. No, this is our communication. Okay. As you can see, we've been communicating since February 4. Since February 4. February 4, February 11, February 18, February 19, February 20, and then today. Today, I receive this. So they're telling me that now I am going, they sent me a subpoena. They emailed me a subpoena. Okay. Emailed me. They emailed me a subpoena to appear before the TRICOM and testify. And then in the letter, they told me that I have to be, um, I have to appear in person. Okay. I have to appear in person. And then now I am a witness. Okay. This is our communication when this started. Okay. I actually emailed them because I saw my name in Inquirer. Okay, so I emailed Mr. Dan Fernandez, who said na this information is a national security issue. So who is actually disinforming anyone? So when I saw my name in Inquirer, because I am not living in the Philippines, okay? I saw my name in Inquirer. So I emailed him, and then I told Honorable Dan Fernandez, February 4. Diba? He's the House Committee Chair on Public Order and Safety. That I am living in China. I'm studying here. I'm doing my PhD. Okay. So, and then I reported a crime, a possible crime, because the House Committee of Dan Fernandez is mandated to deal with all matters directly and principally relating to the suppression of criminality. Okay. So I informed him about a court decision in the United States establishing as a material fact that the House Speaker received a bribery from Okada during his first few months as House Speaker in 2022. Ano yan? Have you seen it? I even gave the link of the decision of the court in the United States. I even gave them a PDF file. So February 4. Okay. And then they sent another message inviting me. Okay. And I replied again that I am living in China. I'm not based in the Philippines, etc. Okay. And then our communication went on. Okay? Kasi mainstream media made it appear that I don't want to attend when clearly I told them that I am based in China. I have not been living in the Philippines since August 2022. Now, the House Committee on Public Order and Safety replied, "This is to acknowledge the receipt of your emails." Emails! A lot. "We shall inform you once we have received instructions from the chairpersons regarding your appeal to participate virtually in the succeeding committee hearings." So they know. They know that they have to make arrangement for Zoom. Okay? Because they allowed other resource persons to participate in Zoom. You can watch their hearing. There are people via Zoom because they are living outside the Philippines. One of them is Dr. Ong, who is based in the United States. Okay. So they know. So mainstream media would like to paint me that I don't want to attend when clearly I have been in communication with the committee telling them that I am not based in the Philippines. And then I even told them that I am willing to attend via Zoom. Now, so what do you think they really want? Hindi ba? Ang linaw-linaw. Everything is so clear. Everything is documented. And now you're telling me that I don't want to attend. I told you I want to attend, but I want to attend via Zoom because I am living outside the country. You cannot compel me to come home. What? For what? Never committed any crime. That is only an inquiry in aid of legislation. I can do it via Zoom because you actually allowed others to participate via Zoom. So clear. Now, as I told you, I kept informing Congress, the House Committee on Public Order and Safety, in charge of dealing with all matters on criminality, about the court decision in the United States that established as material fact that House Speaker Martin Romualdez received a bribery from Okada. Okay? Now, Dan Fernandez says this information is national security issue. Okay? Ganito yan. Okay? Let me just inform you what happened dyan sa Okada issue na yan. Okay? Unang pumutok yan, the first time that it actually came into light was on August 1, 2023. Para makita nyo. Okay? August 1, 2023. Sino nag-report? Japan Times. Japan Times. Okay? Officials of a Japanese, ayan ang title. Okay? Japanese firm accused of improper influence over Manila Casino. Okay? So, kalagay dyan, in filing Monday in Delaware Chancery Court, the SPAC, 26 Capital Acquisition, claimed that Universal executives brought heavy luggage to a meeting with Philippine House of Representatives Speaker Martin Romualdez to try to secure his support in the dispute. They have been trying to take back control of the 40-hectare Okada Manila Resort and Casino, valued at $2.6 billion US dollars. The filing includes emails that 26 Capital says show the executives flew from Japan to meet with Romualdez to enlist his help in pressuring the nation's Supreme Court to advance their interest. So, who reported this? This is a Japanese news agency, the Japan Times. Now, House Speaker Romualdez denied this. Okay? Ganito. I'm gonna show you, no? Denied this. Actually reported by ABS-CBN. Okay? So, so he denied it. So, PH Speaker Martin Romualdez denies receiving bribe in the Okada Manila SPAC deal. He denied actually meeting the Japanese executives. That's what he said.